I am going to show you today how to trade using basically everything you've learned so far. You're not going to trade just using these, but I'm showing you how to use it to trade. All right, this is called S&R trend trading. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start from the higher time frame, because what we want to do is look to see where the trend is. You never want to trade against the trend. All right, so as we can see, this is an uptrend. So what we're going to do is we're first going to mark out on our daily our support and our resistance. All right, so on our daily time frame, we have where market spiked up in this area, and as we can see, it wicked and touched the same thing twice, here and here. That is crazy. Remember, for the daily, we always use our red. All right, now the next thing what we're going to do is we're now going to look for our resistance, and this is where price tested and could not break through, but we want to put it on the wick. All right, now the next major thing what we're going to do is come back to the monthly and look for another resistance area where it may have tested, which is right here. We don't have to catch it on a wick, we just need it to be in between all. And as we could see, price tested this area once again. It wicked this area. Sorry, we could see right here, price tested this area. As it broke through, came back, tested it, continued up here. Now, the next thing we're going to do is go down to our 4 hour, all right? But before we do that, we want to identify the trend. This is an uptrend. Now, why is it an uptrend? You can see obviously the market is moving up, but aside from that, we have higher high, higher lows being established, right? Higher high, higher lows being established. So now let's go to our 4 hour time frame. We're going to go to our 4 hour time frame. We're now going to mark out our support and our resistance on this time frame as well, while also marking out the trend. So we're just going to zoom out a bit. Now what we're going to do is grab our rectangle box. If you went through the trading view tutorial like you should have, you would have seen this here. I'm going to be using it for my favorite sections up here moving forward now. So what I would do is mark where it was a resistance right in this area previously. I'm going to draw my zone. I'm going to draw it from the body to the wick. Alrighty. Now what I'm going to do is just drag this out into the future a bit. What I'm also going to do now is create a new resistance area. As we can see right here, price wicked this area, but it finally made it. But I'm going to draw it from the body to the wick. I'm going to draw it into the future. All right, draw this into the future. All right, awesome, 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 awesome. Now what I'm going to do is draw my trend line. I'm going to draw my trend line from the wick. So I'm coming here. When we're drawing our trend lines, remember we only want it to touch 2 wicks. That's it. Only need to touch 2 points and we're good. And what we can also do is make a channel as well, right? We can make a channel as well if we want. Don't have to, but you can make it if you want. From the channel, because our support is here, I honestly would start from this point, right? What you can do is form a chart pattern right here. But let's start a channel from right here. Awesome. And as we can see, it's acting as a support and resistance in our channel. Now, what we're going to do is now come down to our lower time frame, which is the 1 hour. We're also going to look for our support and our resistance areas on this time frame as well. Okay, that is super important. So what I want you to do is take notes from everything that has happened. Pause this video, take notes. It's very important you take notes before you move on to the next one, because what I want you to do is start identifying these without having to do so much markups, right? As you would watch through my webinars, I'm going to start posting up way more in that back office. I currently have 5 there right now. I'm going to start posting more. I actually draw up less on my chart unless I'm drawing to explain why certain moves happen. So what we're going to do is look at our 1 hour, right? We could see in our 1 hour, it looked like it was consolidating for a minute over here. It was playing ping pong. Support, resistance, support, broke through, resistance, broke through, came back down, hit support. So what we're going to do is look for our strongest support level on our 1 hour and our strongest resistance. This right here is our support, and as we could see, it tested this area in the past, right? Let's zoom out and see where else it tested it, just so we can have a clearer picture. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. It tested this area a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Let me just put that there. Here we go. So we can have an idea. All right, awesome. I want to make this blue because it's on my 1 hour. There we go. Legit. Now I'm going to look for my resistance, my strongest resistance area on this time frame. All right. That will be right in this area for me. It could be a pair as well if you want, honestly. But for me, I'm going to put it right in this area here. This is where I probably struggle to break through. So what we now can do, what we now can do is expect to look for an entry. Go down to the 15-minute. Now we're just going to look at this. All right, cool. So we see where it retraced. So right now it's obviously retracement happening. It hit our trend line. We can expect it to continue up. And let's just say we were to draw fibs, right? You're going to learn about this in the next video. But let's just say we were to draw fibs. That's probably a 61.8 or 50% retracement. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So GJ, we can expect it to continue up. But I haven't necessarily marked this up like the way it would. I'm just using support and resistance. So let's just say we're on the 15-minute time frame now, which we are. I'm now going to look for my 15-minute resistance and support zone. This is a very strong area, as we can see right in this area. Very, very strong. Very strong. Change this black. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to set my entry. I'm going to use my long position. You could come here. Like we explained, the long tool, it allows you to set your stop loss and take profit visually, so you can see how much pips it is you're going to be risking, etc. So I set it here, and I'm going to aim for this profit level right here. My max level would be up here, and I probably will take partials right here. I'm going to use a 15 pip stop loss, right? It's going to be right under my box. Oh wow, don't even have to be 15 pips. I'm going to do 12 pips. I would use a 12 pip stop loss right under my 1 hour support zone. And what we can expect it to do, if we saw it before this, of course, what we can expect it to do is actually hit this level when markets opens up and come to this zone. But because of spreads, you never want to enter on a Sunday regardless. But this is just an example of how to trade support and resistance with the trend, all right? Which is just an example, And because this is one of our daily indecision zones, honestly, you can look for profit to actually hit this level as well. But you would have to use other tools in order, other confluences, of course, in order to determine, what is going on. But that ends the video for S&R trend trading. See you all in the next video. Let's go.